gonna be honest, I hate the word brand. Make sure your mission statement is clear. So my name is Diva Richards. I'm the owner of Hard Work No Excuses Gym in Marlton, New Jersey. When people talked about Diva Richards, they was like, that's the Hard Work No Excuses girl. Like, that's who she is. I enjoy motivating my members, not only in their fitness, but just in their daily lives. And that's what I do 100% all the time. When it comes to developing a brand, I will say this: if you're just getting to that point and your club has been in operation, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're doing your members a disservice. Brand identity is huge. Brand identity is the reason you drink Coke instead of Pepsi. It's that simple. Whether you're a smaller gym or a billion-dollar industry, your brand needs to be clear. I'm gonna be honest, I hate the word brand. I feel like everybody's like, I need to work on my brand. I want to go a step further and say, make sure your mission statement is clear. A lot of owners really need to kind of step back, if they haven't already, and set up a mission statement. Because if you got that, everything else will come together. Because I don't care how pretty your logo is, your design is, your catchphrase. If people come in and the energy sucks and there's no connection, they're not staying anyway. So get your mission statement right, get your energy right, and people will stay in your club. And that goes from smaller clubs to these billion-dollar corporations. The first step is setting up that mission statement. What is your purpose with your facility? What is your movement? And if you don't have that, it's going to make it hard, because right now people are looking and searching for something to hold on to. And if you're just another space, why should they support you? I had a mission statement like, this is the purpose of this facility. It's not just to have a gym and have people come in and make money. What is my goal by doing this? And my goal is, I want to create a space where people constantly work on their mental wellness and their physical. They work on being better daily. That's the Hard Work No Excuses brand identity. You have to start reaching out to these new consumers that are looking for something to hold on to. And if you have a strong brand identity, they're going to be looking at you. And if you don't, they're going to go somewhere else. Communication. Y'all got to talk to people. So I think the biggest way clubs can protect their brand during, be it a pandemic, be it social crisis, is that they need to communicate. I think it's important to be clear on where you just stand in the issues. You need to let your members and your community know that you are inclusive, you are supportive, and that no matter what is happening in the world, when you walk through the doors of the facility, you all are welcome. What we're seeing is companies that are taking that stand are getting more of a reception. I know a lot of gyms are closing right now, and part of it is, yes, there's a crisis, but at some point there was a disconnect between you and your members, and they felt like, well, maybe it won't be a big deal if I cancel. You know, they won't miss my money. They don't feel valued in the process. So it's really important that you say, hey, no, you're a part of this community. You're valuable. Your support means the world to us. Stay with us, and this is why. Again, just communicate. You don't have to say you're a Democrat or Republican, but you can't act like the world is not crumbling outside. Silence is an answer. So you can't be silent. I really think it goes back to inclusion, because one of the things I did in my club was I said, this is happening. This is how we're feeling. I know tensions are high. I know we can't even get to our club yet, but I want you to know we're thinking about you. We're here for you. Continue to take place in these virtual workouts. Continue to stay connected. And I promise you, when we get through this, we're all going to feel amazing. We're going to be able to fellowship together, and it's going to be great. I mean, and even me as a Black woman, I had to say something. Though I deal in a different space, I had to speak on it and say, hey, this is how I feel about injustice, but if you're here, you support me, I appreciate you, and just understand this is going on. But when we're in this space, this is all love. So silence is a bad move. Silence is a bad move. I think never in a million years did any gym owner, did any fitness club think we would be in the predicament we're in. And because of the current crisis with the pandemic, we were also kind of seen as a threat. Like, this is a bad place to be. Everybody's like, gyms are a breeding ground for germs. It's just because it's a lot of people in the space. So are bars and so are nightclubs. But in this space, we can control how many people are in here. We can control the quality of cleaning. And I think for the first time, a lot of club owners realize, wow, we have not been advocating properly. Bigger corporations are used to constantly advocating for themselves. Club owners never did, because we just kind of existed and did our thing because not too much really affected us. But this time we got slammed, and they're realizing, like, man, I probably should have got involved. I should have said something. So I think if clubs were more vocal, which I started to see once we got into month 2, where clubs were like, look, people need fitness because we need this for our physical health, our mental health. This is going to help people boost their immune system. Isolation is going to make this worse. It's not selfish for a club owner to say, hey, I want to protect the business, but you need to, again, back to communication, communicate to your members that, hey, I'm fighting for this because this space provides all these emotional and physical benefits for you. And the way you let them know it's safe to come back is, one, you have to be honest about what you can do in terms of keeping a space clean. You know, there are so many steps that club owners can take to say, hey, guys, we want you to know it's safe. I mean, it's tedious, but I think showing them that we want you here, we want to support you, and these are the things we're going to do to keep you safe is what's going to keep them loyal to you. I think this pandemic and this crisis kind of made us all go, wow, we should be more invested. We need to pay attention to these taxes. We need to pay attention to the laws that are being made. I love what Ursa does, because I read those newsletters. And it was funny, even before this happened, I was like, what's going on? Who's getting taxed? Like, you need to know. Because if not, all of a sudden, we're like, why am I paying more? Why am I paying more? Because we never took action. We never let our voices be heard. You should know who your local police officers are. You should know who your local health community is. I just got more invested in that because if things happen, I need to know, hey, this is the crisis that we're having. What else can I do to make my facility better? And then these are also relationships where you can say, you know what, guys, tomorrow, 5 p.m., I'm having somebody come in from Kennedy Hospital, and they're going to have a discussion with you guys about what other things we can be doing and why this is important. Like, these are all things that show you care and that people are not just dollar signs. And this is not to say that money is not important. We do this to make money, but you do it to change lives, and the money is just an after effect.